And this is Iggy.
And today we're going to talk about TV shows. The first TV show is Black Lady Sketch Show, right?
A Black Lady
Sketch Show. Let me get that correct. This show is based on actually a black cast.
Yes.
Yeah. It's based on an actual black cast. And the person that's like in charge of it is, or that created the show is Robin Thede, and AKA Issa Rae. So she helped kind of put the money behind it and help get it started. But the creator is Robin Thede. So the purpose of this show, I don't know. But when you watch it, because my mom put me onto it, it was just one day we was at my place and she was just like, oh, you gotta check out this show, and it so happened to be this show, and we watched it, and I was just like, what? I don't want to watch this. And so when she was like, just watch it, you'll realize that it's actually funny, but it's funny, but it's kind of like that dumb funny, like you don't understand why they're doing the things they're doing, so it makes you laugh because it's like
so stupid, so like okay,
right. So it's just like, okay, why are they doing that? And, you know, it's kind of like, what was the thought process behind these skits? Because that's what it really is. It's like different skits or different like little plays within the episode, and they all kind of like mesh into one.
Also, don't forget, like, it's 6 episodes, but they have little shows within that one episode, but they are an extension to all the other 6
so they're
episodes.
Connected.
Yeah, so it's almost like a continuing story, all the way up to continuation of the stories of each sketch. So,
So like, and then on top of that, like it's small details, because one thing pointed out was that they have titles of the sketches in between each other, and you don't realize it because it can be like on a soda can, it can be on a tree or in the ground, like grass. It can be anywhere where they want to, like, you know, try to incorporate the actual name of that of that sketch. Then they try to do that, and it's like so weird how they do it, but overall, the show is like hilarious. Like it's so stupid, you have to laugh. Like, I mean, that's like the perfect show to watch when you're like, you know, like down kinda, and you just click it on because it's just gonna make you laugh for no reason. And that's kind of like the reason why I really like that show, because it makes me laugh for no reason. So that's a good show to watch. The second show, that show also comes on.
Oh yeah, it comes on Fridays at 11 o'clock, and the season has ended, but you can also go on demand and just watch the old episode. HBO.
Yeah,
and just watch it. But yeah, it's just 6 episodes. I think they're trying to get a feel of the audience. So
right. So now the second show is Power. Power. Everybody knows that Power is like the trending topic right now. It's a lot going on, a lot of drama in there, a lot of like hood, gang. I ain't gonna say gang banging, but it's kind of like a lot of hood, like guns and drugs. It kind of reminds you of gang banging, in a way. But I think the setting is in New York, so that's like the perfect area to be for that type of action. But you have a lot of characters in there. The main characters are like James St. Patrick. You got Tasha, which is his wife. You got Tommy, which is a white brother, but he's really black. He's really a black brother.
Yeah. I love Tommy.
And that's why I love Tommy, because he's so real. He's so hood, but he's like down to earth.
Yeah.
He also a person that don't play. He's a little erratic now. Yeah. He's too emotional. But I'm not gonna give you too much of that. But that show is like really, really good. The way they start off from season 1 to now, which is their last season of season 6. It just started in August of 2019 this year, and I want to say they have about maybe up to 15 episodes because it's a season finale. It's more. It's not the norm. It's not 13 like it usually is.
No, it's normally 10.
Oh, 10
episodes.
Well, yeah. So I think it's like 15, 16. They said it was gonna be a little bit more than the norm. But other than that, you guys should definitely check that show out.
It's on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. It comes on Sundays at 9 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. They obviously changed that.
They changed it. It was 9, but this time they changed it, and now it's 8 o'clock. So catch it on Stars.
Yeah, and that's probably because other shows come on Sunday. That's probably why they pushed it. Probably.
I have no idea.
Okay. So time has changed. It's now 8 o'clock, but that's for the last season. But for the other seasons, it was 9. But anyway, definitely check.
If you haven't checked it out, you can catch up on it.
Yeah, definitely catch up on it on Stars. Yeah. So now the third episode. I said third episode. Yeah. The third TV show is 13 Reasons Why. 13 Reasons Why is on Netflix, and this is a show I kind of found out about on Netflix because I'm a big fan of Netflix. From the time it first came out, it has really grown, and it's so many things you can watch on there now that you won't get nowhere else. And it's so quick, like a movie can drop the same year and it be on Netflix the same year. So I found out through Netflix about 13 Reasons Why, and this is a really great show because it kind of talks about kids and society and what they're experiencing while they're away from their home or away from their parents, and they're not protected. And you send your kids off to schools thinking that they're under the best care, and it doesn't matter. Like, things still happen when you're not around your child. And this show pretty much shows you a glimpse or a snippet of a child's life when they're experiencing
what they have to go through on a daily
while being
basis.
in school.
Yes.
And this kind of shows you like how deep school can really be for kids, how much it can really affect kids. And a lot of kids are being raped on a daily, and kids abused, and it can be sexually, it can be physically, verbally, like everything. And parents never know why their kids are going through the things that they're going through or end up committing suicide because they get to a point where they can't take it anymore and they just want to be out. They just want to end their whole life so that they can be happier or just be done with it and not experience that pain anymore. But it's like, that show, I feel like a lot of parents should really introduce that to their kids if their kids don't know about it.
And parents
parents in general need to be aware of it because you need to know what's going on in your kids' lives when they're not around you. Because just because you ask them, are you okay? If things are going on, tell me this and that. That may not be enough. A kid is so afraid to tell you things because they're afraid of what you may think. Or how you may look at things. You may think it's small and minor, and it really is not, So these things I feel like we should be very aware of and we should take seriously because society don't really investigate enough when it comes to bullying, sexual assault, whether it's for women, because women are looked at differently versus men when it comes to sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? And they have it in both ways at school. And 13 Reasons Why show you all of that. And it's very detailed, gruesome, and they will even tell you, like, when you're watching the show, if you can't handle what's about to happen in the show, then don't watch it. Because it's exactly raw. Yeah. You're going to see exactly how it feels. And it's going to make you feel some type of way. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you be vulnerable, emotional. I mean, that show really touched my heart because I never experienced bullying before, but I almost had that, and I had to buckle down. I had to really stand up for myself. And some kids can't do that, and I feel like with this show, you need to be aware of how students are. Not all students are the same. And not all students can take or handle the same pressure.
Exactly.
So that's definitely a good show to watch. That's a school setting, and I want to say that cast is around probably early 20s.
Yeah,
they just look young. But they did a good job on acting out everything. It was so realistic. So that's a great show to watch. That's only on Netflix. It's third season. That's out. It just came out in August or around there, July, August, somewhere around there. So check that out, Netflix. Fourth show,
Blackish. That's my show. I forgot what season they're in.
Probably 20.
But anyway, I love Blackish. No, it's not that many seasons. But no, I love this show. The show is on Tuesdays. It's been pushed back to 9:30 because I can't get this. Say it. I can't get it.
Mixed-ish.
Okay, mixed-ish.
You too busy trying to put the ish in there. You said mixed-ish.
But it comes on at 9, so it's taking Blackish spot. So, but yeah, as far as Blackish is concerned, I love this show because it's about unity, a Black family that's like positive, and they're doing positive things. They stick together. It's like comedy, but also serious things too. They kind of put in like certain issues that we deal on a daily basis. So I love how they kind of incorporate those things that we are dealing with in society right now, and kind of do some history on some African American history and stuff. So I love that because a lot of kids don't know about things that are going on, and like I love the way they kind of implement that into the comedy.
Definitely, it's a lot of history that we don't know, not just for the Black community, but all history. What we learn through grade school, junior school, high school, however you want to say it, from elementary all the way to high school, it's the same repeated history. And
it's hitting the surface.
Yeah, and it's just telling you about the things that they feel like were most detrimental in history, when that's really not even all the history that was the most important. Like you hitting on things that probably were mainly like downfalls of history that really took a toll on society. And to me, don't just give the bad part of history, give good things that happen in history. And that's what this show is about. It tells you about the bad and the good, but it also tells you about a Black family and what Black families experience on a daily basis. And that's why I like this show as well. Like, I don't watch it, or I'm not as in tune with it as much as my mom is, but just from seeing some episodes, I really like the dry sense of humor, because it's very dry, but it's like straight to the point, and it's talking about it's talking about a lot of important issues and topics that we experience on a daily basis that we don't talk about as a community, not just a Black community, but a community as a whole, United States as a whole. We just don't discuss topics and issues because we're so afraid of what a next person may think or feel. And it's not about that. It's just, we have to talk about these things so that we can feel more comfortable about these things, so that we don't feel like we're offending the next person or this and that, because all it is built up anger, hatred over the years, and we need to get past that. And the only way to get past that is to talk about it.
Exactly.
So Blackish, you need to tune into that. And Mix-ish,
which comes on, I don't know, of course it's a new show. And
on the 24th. They come on the 24th,
They
right?
both come on the 24th.
Oh.
And the new season.
I was talking about the new Mix-ish.
Yeah, it comes on the 24th.
Black has been out.
Yeah.
It's just, she talking about the new season about to come out. But Mix-ish is actually the first season that will come on after that.
But yeah, so this is about Rainbow. How she grew up on, with an interracial mother and father. She's interracial. So it's about her whole life and what she experienced growing up. So this will be interesting to see. So we don't know anything about it. I'm hoping it's a success. I'm hoping it kind of give us some insight on how interracial children deal with things and issues and stuff going on in society. So that'll open up people's eyes to those issues.
Cool. The last show is Insecure. Insecure was supposed to come out this year for the third.
That would have been their
fourth season.
It would have been their fourth season.
So this would have been the fourth season. They would have came out this year, but Issa decided to take a break. But in general, Insecure is really a great show. They have about probably close to 8. It don't be that many.
Yeah, 8 or 10 episodes.
8 to 10 episodes they usually have, and it's usually like 30 minutes a piece or whatever. But in general, that whole show is like really good. Issa Rae is the main character pretty much, but this is her show. She came up with everything and got it started, but the show is like amazing. I mean, it's so funny, and this is another Black cast as well. But in general, just the content, the storyline is real, it's sincere, it's funny, and it's kind of like they give you insight on a real person's relationship, but not only that, their life experiences, where they work at, everything, and it's
career,
their career, everything,
their relationship with if it's girlfriends or
friends, or in a relationship.
Yeah.
Cause I'm kind of old school. You talking about some girlfriends? I just want to clear that up. Make sure girlfriends mean friends. But
friends.
But yeah, so in general, yeah, like she said, it's definitely about that. But it just also shows you how kind of quirky and weird and strange Issa Rae is. She is very weird, but it's so funny because she's herself and she can't help how she is. And that's what makes the show even more funny. And she have all these friends, great friends that surround her and that are totally opposite of her. You would think that she wouldn't even be friends with her because she seemed like a lame.
Yeah,
that's what she seemed like out of all the people. But she's really a funny girl and a person to really like
I can relate
enjoy
to her.
or relate to. Yeah, you can hang
relate.
with her.
I can relate to her because I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Oh Jesus, yeah, definitely, yeah. That fit up most people's alleys. If you're from Seattle or Oregon, yeah,
you don't get.
You have a lot of
Don't
things
be
in
talking.
common.
Don't be talking about people.
I ain't talking about nobody, but that state kind of weird. They're a little strange. They still in the 80s, but yeah. So Insecure is definitely a great show. Like I said, you should definitely check that out. That came on Sundays.
Yeah, at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, right after Power.
Oh, side note for Insecure. I love how she always drops a soundtrack after the show ends, and they are always like the best because it's like artists that you don't hear of, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like you getting that artist out there to be seen,
even throughout
heard,
the show
to be heard.
It's throughout the show and after.
Yeah.
It's cool because like when you watching the show and then she throw in like a snippet of an artist, you be like,
rocking to it.
You watching the show, you enjoying the show, but then that song coming in, you like, okay, and then so it just make you really like feel and vibe to the story. And that's why I really like her show because it's not just about her. She's also giving other people chances to put their self out there, and that's through music as well. So definitely check that out. It'll be on next year around the same time. August, September. That's usually when she come out with this. So it'll be 2020 around August when she dropped that. So check that out. Other than that, is there anything else you gotta say, Mom?
I don't have nothing else. I think that's it.
Cool. Tune in. I hope you guys really enjoy the content that we just gave you guys. Hope you guys check out those TV shows. We got a new we got a new channel that we're starting, and we hope that you guys like it. So definitely subscribe us. Tune in, watch it, support us as much as you can, and we will try to continue giving that same heat, that same flavor, and the same intensity. Bye.
Peace out.